Hi, I'm Coach Ben.
And I'm Coach Steve.
And welcome to the final episode of the official TCS New York City Marathon course experience. We are at the finish line of the TCS New York City Marathon. At this point, you will be tired, but all that training has paid off. Remember this moment. Look up, look around, soak it all in. You won't be in the same exact moment again. Your finish line awaits, and the memory to last a lifetime. Alrighty, Coach Steve, here's a spoiler alert, and maybe not the most popular information out there, but the finish to the TCS New York City Marathon is a slight incline. If you had one piece of advice to share with the runners as they come up that hill, what would it be?
Ben, that one piece of advice is definitely remember your why. Now, why'd you sign up for the TCS New York City Marathon? Did you do it for a charity or a cause that you care about? Remember that as you make your way up that incline. It is gonna propel you through that finish line of 26.2 miles, Coach Ben.
As runners crest the top of the hill, they are now a finisher. We've had the experience, the joy of standing at the finish line of the TCS New York City Marathon. What does that finish line feel like?
Amazing. As you cross that finish line, it is one of the best feelings. It's hard to explain unless you do it, and everyone will be doing it soon. Running through 5 boroughs is something most people cannot accomplish or even think of accomplishing, and you will have done it after your 26.2 mile journey. Best feeling in the world. Soak it in as you cross that finish line.
So runners will be crossing the finish line, 26.2 miles. Behind them, everything about them is going to want to say stop. As we like to call this is mile 27, the walk-off. What can runners expect here?
Well, what you don't want to do is stop because there are thousands of runners behind you that are coming after you finishing, and the lactic acid in your system will start building up if you stop or stop after the marathon. As you cross that finish line, you're going to get that photo. You are going to get your medal. That is well earned. Put it around your neck, smile. You will also get a recovery bag. So with that recovery bag, we want you to start hydrating and get nutrition as soon as possible. Speed up that recovery.
As runners exit Central Park, how can they prepare to go meet their family and friends and celebrate this amazing achievement?
Now that's the most important part, celebrating the achievement. So we want you to go anywhere in the city. I recommend west of the finish line. Now there's a frozen zone, Ben, where runners can only be no family and friends there. We do have family reunion as well. It's very crowded family reunion. So anywhere west of the city, it's not a frozen zone, a coffee shop, a bar, a restaurant, a subway, a hotel entrance, anywhere you can meet as long as everyone knows where you're gonna meet. And also those friends and families can download the TCS New York City Marathon app, and it'll let your runner know when you're exiting Central Park so you have a good idea of when they're gonna arrive at your designated meeting zone.
A small percentage of the population finishes the marathon every year. Yet we have 50,000 runners cross the TCS New York City Marathon every November. What makes this marathon so unique, and why do runners come back year after year?
Yeah, Ben, my favorite place to be actually is the finish line of the marathon, if I'm not running it, of course. Now, what makes the New York City Marathon so special? Smiles as you cross that finish line, and it really does inspire the uninspired, those that are looking to do something and challenge themselves, and it shows us what we can overcome when we put our mind to it. The first Sunday in November is a place to be in New York City at that finish line to see those smiles and the joy of overcoming something that you never have overcome before.
Congratulations, future finisher of the TCS New York City Marathon. Wear that medal proudly. You crossed 5 bridges through 5 boroughs and 26.2 miles to get it. Thank you to our coaches, pacers, and local runners for your insight along the course. Good luck at the TCS New York City Marathon in November, and we can't wait to see you at the finish line.